Here at Santa Barbara Baker, we love to cook and eat seasonally. I love shopping the farmer's market for whatever bounty is at its prime or what I grow here my own at Firemouse Farms. One of my favorite winter vegetables is Brussels sprouts. I feel like the days of hating on Brussels sprouts, they've passed. You see them on menus all the time. They're great on their own and amazing on a pizza. When I typically see them on pizza though, you'll see, people breaking down the Brussels, just the leaves, but I like a little bit of textural difference. So for this batch, or for this pizza, I'm doing Brussels two ways. As I was breaking down the Brussels, the leaves start falling off. Don't throw those away, save them. But then I took the Brussels, quartered them, roasted them over high heat, 400-degree oven, seasoned simply, some olive oil, salt and pepper. They take about 10 minutes. Get them till they're nice and roasted. The texture is so bomb and that roasted flavor that's the flavor you love. And as I was mentioning, I saved the leaves here so we get the best of both worlds. Along with that, one of the homies of the Brussels, always the bacon. Always use the Hetty's bacon. I got some Nueske's here. That's one of my favorites. I like to par cook it, so I like it to crisp up a little bit in the oven, but not burn. So, it's about 60% cook on this. Along with that, garlic in play on one of these pizzas is really bomb with the Brussels. I roasted up the garlic. We like to keep it a little roasty around here. So the roasted garlic is definitely a heady choice. Along with that, the cheese, little fresh mozz, never can go wrong. And I like that little salty umami punch from a nice handful of some parm. I got the Hetty's today, the Parmigiano Reggiano. This is gonna be a bomb pizza. I'm gonna get my natty dough all stretched up. We'll build this together and take it for a bake in the Ooni Koda 16. It's pizza time. Have my natty dough all stretched out. That's my sourdough recipe. It's up on the blog at santabarbarabaker.com. The stretch today, it went pretty well. I noticed though, as I was stretching, there's kind of like a big bubble. So I have a little thin spot here, a little bit sketchy probably on the bake. When you're seeing that though, when you're stretching, I just put a little extra flour on that spot and just, you gotta be careful when you're going in, doing that first turn. That's the potential to rip it. On a white pie like this, I find them to be a little more forgiving. That red sauce will start soaking through the pizza. You got a thin spot, use caution. Gonna load this up nicely with the mozz. On the white pies, I like to go a little bit bigger on the cheese. Keep it nice and rich. We don't have an actual sauce on this one. So, making sure we get our cheese on. And along with that, we got the fresh mozz and the Parmigiano Reggiano. I go with a nice, generous hand on this for this pizza. The nice salty flavor, umami flavors. I love a good Parmigiano Reggiano. And on a Brussels sprout pizza is Hetty's for sure. This is looking pretty good. Whenever I'm building a pizza, I really like to pay attention to the toppings. How you're handling them. Something like roasted garlic, it's gonna have a tendency to burn in the oven. So you wanna put this stuff down lower on the pie. It'll get some insulation from the Brussels. Make sure that who likes burnt garlic? Probably some people out there, but I like it crispy, but not too crispy. I'm gonna go fatty though. We like that garlic for health. Hooking it up nice and fat, and especially when you roast up that garlic, the sweetness comes through. You can go a little bigger. That's looking good to me. The Brussels, two ways. We already roasted these ones, so I'm gonna put these down next. They'll char up a little bit more in the oven, which we like, but they're already cooked through, so I'm not tripping. If you're going full raw style on this, keep them on the top. But this is looking pretty good all around here. And then up next, I was debating. I think I'm gonna we'll get the bacon going on in there, making sure that you render some of the fat in with the Brussels on there. It's such a great combo. You can even wrap your Brussels in bacon. That might look pretty fun on a pizza. I was thinking too, if you've been watching I made a holiday pizza, put some dates on there, a little sweetness on here. I don't think it would be too bad. And a little dates on here would definitely probably be a good one. All right, the Brussels two ways. How are we gonna do it? We got the roasted and then these leaves. Whenever you're breaking down Brussels sprouts, there's always leaves kind of flying around. Don't throw them away, save them to top your pizza. Here we go, gonna load it up. These will cook down nice in the oven. It makes for a really cool look. They'll char up pretty nicely here in our high heat oven. Bacon in the Ooni Koda 16, which I got cranked up. I'm gonna finish this up with a drizzle of olive oil, some salt and pepper. We'll get it loaded up and take it for a bake. It's pizza time. Getting our Brussels sprouts and bacon pizza loaded up onto the peel. This is your one last chance to kind of rearrange the topping, making sure it's looking good. Whenever it's on a metal peel, it's gonna stick quicker, so move quick. I heated the oven fully. I got it turned down now. We're gonna cook on a little lower temp. Get this thing loaded up. There we go, looking pretty good. Shooting for around a 3-minute bake today. As you can see though, I don't have a timer. I don't usually use a timer because I'm always baking by feel and look. That's gonna be your best indicator of what's going on with the pizza. When you start seeing that crust bubble up, the cheese melt, that's when you wanna start going in for that first turn. I was mentioning I had a little bit of a thin spot on the pizza, so I'm gonna be extra careful going in, making sure I'm going in really even. I'm heating this up a little bit because you don't want a cold tool touching the warm pizza or you might have a bad time. This is looking pretty good. I can see that crust start to leopard, looking really good. Thinking about a first turn here. Go in and kind of clear the bottom of this, making sure it's not sticking, and then going with our first turn. You just go in, tilt up, pull back, spin that pizza a little bit. It's looking so far so good. Some nice leoparding. Probably go into the ultra low zone to finish off this pizza. That's when you go clockwise on the Ooni Koda 16, hit that max stop point, push it in, keep going, and then you're in the ultra low zone. That's gonna give you a little more wiggle room with the temperature. Go for that longer bake, because we like kind of like a hybrid pizza, not true Neapolitan, more, we'll call it artisan pizza. You wanna be careful, you see what I'm doing here. You always wanna keep your pizza pretty much on that same spot in the oven, because the other parts are really high heat. You're gonna burn the bottom. So, as much as you can though. Don't stress too much. As long as you have a good pizza, and that's the pizza you're eating right now. You can see here, look at that. Baking up really nice. I'm liking the coloring on this. I'm thinking about ultra low zone now. I see that's a nice leoparding all around the pizza. Let's go for it. In clockwise up, pushing past the max point. Now into the ultra low zone. You can see, get that flame nice and low. It's looking really good. Going for another turn here. That seemed a little sketchy. I could feel that really thin spot there. I don't think a little rip on there. It's gonna be okay though. It's just a small one. It should set. We're gonna finish this pizza up. It's looking pretty good. Going in here. Always wanna just keep turning that pizza. When you're working in an oven like the Ooni Koda 16, you have a wide variation of heat. Super hot at the back, cooler up here at the front because there's no door. So keep turning that pizza if you want to evenly cook one. Yeah, see that, sometimes you have a rip, that's a total refire. Today, it was just a little tiny one. It's set, we're gonna be all good. We're gonna have a delicious pizza time. It's looking fire most. This is such a bomb pizza. Made this a couple times already and I'm way into it. Taking a look here, being careful, making sure we don't burn it. And like the nice browning here, some leoparding, a nice full, I like a totally baked pizza. I don't want no broad dough mixed in there. If that means going longer than 60 seconds, I'm into it. I like a little bit of crispiness. Let's see here, take a look. It's looking pretty good, but that back portion there, a little light on the crust. Let's see, just finishing up here. Look at the smell of this, that roasted garlic, the bacon just rendering out the last part of the fat. It's par cooked it a little bit, but it'll be a nice crispy bite. The roasted Brussels quartered, so you get it's not just leaves. You actually get a nice bite in there. I'm thinking this thing's gotta be, you can peek underneath here, it's looking really good. Crust, and you can just pick it up. You can see it's not flopping around. Looking pretty good to me. You can do the classic technique, go in, up, turn, or you can just kind of use this thing and just a little spatula, turning it around, whatever works for you. But using a proper trained peel is the way to go. Previously, I was just using a normal pizza peel. You can run into some issues. This will definitely probably make your day a little bit better. All right, back to the pizza. I think this thing is done. I like to bake and talk, but most importantly, bake. Let's take a look at this thing. I think it's done. I'm pulling it out. Check it out. The Brussels sprouts and bacon pizza. Got the Brussels two ways. This thing smells so dang. Full headies here for sure. It's season's eatings. Again, those winter months, we eat seasonally. Eat what you grow, shop at this farmer's market, always eating the headies. Onto the rack, make sure this thing crisps up a little bit. You did the hard work in the oven, you don't want to steam on a plate. I'm gonna get this thing sliced up. We'll meet you at the booth. Take this thing for a taste. It's pizza time. This pizza's looking pretty good to me, and it smells absolutely delicious. Another seasonal pie from Santa Barbara Baker. That's how we love to eat around here. Support your local farmers or grow your own. It's the way to go for a pizza passionate lifestyle. The bake overall, I think, went pretty good. You know, we had that thin spot on the pizza. Get sketched on that. Just, you know, remain calm. You can do it. Put a little flour on there, and even though I ended up ripping it, it was just a small hole. It sealed itself up. No refire here. It's a gorgeous looking pizza. The bake looks really nice. Have some leopardine all the way around and some nice browning. I like a fully baked pizza, a little bit of crunch in there. That might not be authentic Neapolitan, but we shoot for like a little more hybrid artisan style. Whatever. It's Santa Barbara Baker style. It's bomb. Give this thing a taste now. I think I'm gonna go for this one. I see this nice fat bubble popping up. And check out the fermentation. I don't know if you guys can see the bottom there. It looks really nice. And the crunch when I cut the pizza sounded really good. Whole structure here looking bomb. This thing smells absolutely delicious. We got the Brussels sprouts 2 ways, roasted up, and the leaves on top for a little bit of crispy vibes. The bacon, the roasted garlic, parm, fresh mozz. Let's get in this thing. It's absolutely delicious. If you have anybody in your house that's like, I'm a little bit sketched on Brussels, make a pizza. It comes out so bomb. The Brussels 2 ways, along with a little punch of that roasted garlic, but you know, it's sweet. I was mentioning like you could throw some dates on here or something, maybe a little balsamic drizz. But with those roasted garlic, I'm feeling like it brings all the sweetness it needs. This is an amazing pizza for me at least. I hope you guys give it a try. I got the recipe up on santabarbarabaker.com. That's where you can find all my pizza recipes, including dough. And shout out to Dwight from Dwight's Pizza Shirts. Actually, it's Dwight's Pizza Shirts. He hooked me up with this one. They got the Pizza World. Check him out. Dwight's Pizza Shirts on Instagram. Can't wait to get in the rest of this pizza. It's got it all going on. All the different, you know, seasonal flavors going on here. I hope you enjoy. Please let me know what you think down in the comments. Please share with your friends. Spread the Santa Barbara Baker word. Keep dreaming about pizza, eating pizza, supporting your farmers, supporting your pizza makers, living those pizza dreams. One love.